Okay, welcome to another video. Now I had a comment left by somebody, thanks for that, said, I see you have a Sperian helmet, is it any good? So I thought, as we haven't had a video this week, I'd post a very quick review, and here it is, and the short answer is yes, it is very good. You can see I've had it a year or two. You can see it's got a few knocks and scratches. It hasn't come to any harm, still working very well. Now the reason for buying it is that I do a lot of TIG welding at fairly low amperage, and if I get close in there, you can see it has a low range. It goes from shades 9 to 13 in its sort of standard range, and it also has a lighter range from 5 to 9, and when it's not activated it's shade 4, which is okay. Some I think now go down to 3, or the auto darkening helmets I think go down to 3 when they're not darkened, not triggered. But 5 to 9 can be really handy for very low amperage TIG welding, as is the sensitivity adjustment. Now when I'm welding with my old Miller Syncrowave, I don't need to turn it up above halfway. If I'm using the little Kempi on DC at very low amperage, a little inverter welder, you can turn this right up and you'll hardly ever get flashed, which is nice because you get a flash. It's a pain in the backside. You get one that keeps lightning on you. It can drive you nuts because you've got to stop welding for several seconds while all the bright spots in front of your eyes disappear. A real pain. This is good, and the very light shades are good. Really, there's not so much to say. Although it says Sperian, they're now I think only made under the Optrel name. It's actually an Optrel e680, and yeah, in my opinion, an excellent helmet. If you're doing, mainly MIG and stick, and you only need the shades, maybe 9 or 10, up to 13, there are a lot more choices available, and some of them have more sensors. So if you're doing a lot of welding out of position, under cars and crawling around things where some of the sensors might get shaded, then you should probably look at something slightly different. But overall, this is a really good helmet. It works well for me. Okay, I'll just give you a very quick look around it and inside it. The headgear is pretty standard, pretty robust. The viewing area is quite good by today's standards, plenty good enough for me. And the angle of view is not everything, as long as you can see the arc and the puddle, you don't need to see too much. Made in Switzerland, not China, which is nice. I think they still are Swiss made. Bit dirty, need to get clean. Good helmet. Lastly, I will just quickly show you this video will just run on. You'll see an arc shot. It's not very good. I just stuck my mobile phone inside the helmet and filmed a few seconds of an arc on a bit of copper. What I wanted to show you is how accurate the colours are. You can see my tungsten looks orange, my arc looks white, and it's very accurate on colour. They call it true colour or something, but it's very good. It's as good as any, I think.